Do you think these are ideal employees? Would you go out of the way to help them? And do you see them growing in their careers? How you treat people and your behavior in the workplace helps you in advancing your career. Also, maintaining a neat cubicle is expected from all employees. In this module, you will learn the basic rules to be followed in a business environment. You will also learn the importance of business dressing and the importance of cubicle etiquette. We are sure that this module will surely make you a better individual at the workplace. Happy learning!
On completion of this module, you will learn the importance of business etiquette, the basic rules of business etiquette, to follow the right business attire, to follow cubicle etiquette, to practice the do's and don'ts of internet and meeting etiquette. Business etiquette can be defined as all the rules that one has to follow when in a business environment. One follows these rules to maintain a pleasant work environment. This is done by being courteous to co-workers, respecting them, and valuing their time. There are certain courtesies a person has to follow in a business environment. Any idea as to which of these handshakes is appropriate? Business cards. Business cards are used to build your contact list. Use them wisely. It is to be shared with business prospects. It is not enough if people only know your contact details. What matters more is you building your network as well. Do it with poise and confidence. In case you don't have your business card, share your contact details like your phone number and email ID. Distance while speaking. Always maintain a distance of an arm or more when interacting with an acquaintance. This ensures that you do not invade the person's personal space. A high five, a pat on the back, rocking someone's chair, tapping to get attention are applicable to colleagues you know very well. Not everyone is comfortable being touched. Introductions. It is necessary to introduce a person who is new to the group before starting the conversation. Make sure you introduce everyone to each other before discussing a topic. For example, Rita, this is Nikhil, who is a freelance technical content developer. Nikhil, this is Rita. She is a graphics designer and works with me on the ABC project. In a meeting. During a presentation or a meeting, do listen to the speaker carefully. Do not fiddle with your gadgets during a meeting or a presentation. You may miss out on some important points, and asking the presenter to repeat points may be embarrassing. When you giggle due to a message on your phone, you may distract the presenter as the person may lose his or her flow of thoughts. It will also show your lack of interest in the presentation, which may not go down well with the presenter or the group. If you have thoughts to share about the meeting or presentation, do not share them in places like the elevator, the cafeteria, or other public places. Language used. How you speak to your colleagues says a lot about you. Using foul language is not appreciated. Use humor to lighten a situation. It is not advisable to poke fun at other people's looks and personality traits. Use the golden words please, thank you, excuse me, sorry while interacting with your co-workers. Volume of your voice. Keep your voice low but audible at all times. The entire floor need not know what you are discussing. Don't shout or pick up a fight with your colleague in front of everyone. Personal details. Inquiring about someone's personal life may not be appreciated by all. There is a line that exists between personal and professional relationships, and it has to be maintained. When you meet a colleague for the first time, asking personal questions like, are you married? What was your previous salary? How many children do you have? How old are you? May not be appreciated by everyone, and your colleagues may get annoyed. Body odor. Check body odor at all times. Have a bath every day and wear clean clothes. Make sure you wear a fresh pair of socks every day. Keep a check on your breath. Bad breath can be a put-off. Keep a deodorant and mouth freshener handy. At the cafeteria. At the cafeteria, do not break the queue. When you are done eating, vacate your place to give way in case there are people waiting. Ask for permission before seating yourself at a table that has people already seated at it. Do not chew loudly and speak with your mouth full. Maintain hygiene and use available cutlery. Clean the table in case you spill your food. The table must be in the same, maybe better condition than when you sat at it. Don't indulge in gossip. Discuss general topics. Interrupting a person. Interrupting a person when they are speaking is considered rude. You may have an important point to put across, but do wait for the speaker to finish before you put your point across. Here is a look at some phrases that are used when one is in a hurry to get their point across and end up projecting a poor image. Just a minute. No way this can be. What are you talking about? What? Here is a look at some polite phrases that can be used to get your point across and would get you a better audience. I'm sorry to interrupt, but excuse me. May I add to that? If you do not mind, may I add a point? Dressing in business. It is important to follow the company's dress code policy. However, there are some general pointers for business dressing. Let us have a look at business dressing for men. Follow the office dress code. Avoid t-shirts with offensive language printed on them. Coordinate the color of your belt and shoes. Use closed formal shoes or smart casual shoes. Avoid slippers or sandals. Shoes should be clean and polished well. The color of your socks should match your shoes. Avoid multicolored socks. Use a mild deodorant or perfume. Keep your beard or goatee or mustache trimmed at all times, else be clean shaven. Now let us have a look at business dressing for women. Follow the office dress code. Avoid revealing clothes. Keep accessories to the minimum. Avoid heavy jewelry. Avoid party wear to work. Wear well-fitted and comfortable clothing. Do not wear loud makeup. Pastel shades for nail color is advisable. Avoid stilettos and uncomfortable footwear. Make sure your hair is well set and neat at all times. Cubicle etiquette. How you maintain and conduct yourself in your cubicle says a lot about how professional you are. Let us go through the do's of cubicle etiquette. Keep the cubicle neat and clean. Maintain a calendar to keep track of your agenda. Keep very few decorative items. Make sure you use the dustbin regularly to get rid of unnecessary items. Keep a pen and notepad at close quarters. It will help you take down notes and pointers from phone calls. Switch off the light, turn off your laptop and all other electronic gadgets before you leave for the day. Remove all post-its or reminders of any sort once you have completed the task. Enter a colleague or supervisor's cubicle after seeking permission. Remember that your cubicle is a place to complete official work. It should not be used for your personal chores. Avoid the following points to showcase how professional you are. Do not talk loudly or shout unnecessarily. Be aware of the volume, tone, and pitch of your voice. Do not peep into your colleague's workstation. Respect their privacy. Do not eat at the workstation. You don't want to invite cockroaches and rats due to the food that has been spilled. Do not use the office phone for personal use. Do not leave file, folders, and other important documents open. Private documents may be read by others and certain data may be leaked. Do not loiter around once you have finished your work. Do not barge into your colleague's cubicle when the person is busy or without seeking permission. Do not be overly inquisitive about what your colleagues are doing. Do not take unnecessary printouts for personal use. Do not play games in a group on your phone in your cubicle when your other colleagues are working. The cafeteria can be used for such activities. Internet etiquette. The internet is a vital part of any workplace. There are certain etiquette to be followed when using the internet in the office place. Here are the do's of internet etiquette. Choose the right language when giving feedback on an online forum. Respond to emails on time. Use a proper greeting and complimentary close in your mails. Go through the FAQs of a site before posting any questions. If you are going to post a question, do so to the appropriate group. Check spelling and grammar of the mail before sending it. Make sure that the mail is crisp and has a good subject line. Send individual mails rather than to an entire group. Let's look at the don'ts of internet etiquette. Do not make fun of people on social networking sites. Do not be sarcastic while commenting on a social networking site. Do not read anyone else's mails when they are not at their seat. Do not type or respond to a mail when angry. Do not pester friends or family to join your page. Do not post anything that you can't say face to face. Do not spam others' email IDs or social media IDs with chain mails. it is very essential to follow certain rules when attending a meeting. Below are some of the do's of meeting etiquette. Read about the agenda or subject before attending the meeting. Carry a pen and notepad to the meeting. Be punctual. Reaching before time is always helpful. Be attentive and take notes. Dress appropriately. Be polite when asking questions. Keep your phone on silent mode. Take calls only if necessary. Keep the phone on mute during a conference call. Ask your questions in the allotted time slot. Here are some points to avoid when attending a meeting. Do not argue and make the meeting your battlefield. Do not interrupt the speaker. Do not just barge in once the meeting has started. Ask for permission. This can be best avoided if you reach on time. Do not disturb the group by fiddling with accessories, walking around, coming in late. Do not forget to give feedback when asked for. Do not chew gum while in a meeting. It is considered rude. Courtesies at the door and elevator. Your behavior at the door or elevator play a role in how your colleagues respond to you. Following the points given below can help evoke a positive response from your colleagues. When going through a door, if you see your colleague behind you, hold the door open for him or her. If anyone holds the door for you, thank him or her. Wait for people to get out of the elevator before stepping in. If you enter an empty elevator, move to the back so that there is space for others to stand. Face forward when you stand in an elevator. Consider using the stairs whenever possible. When you have to step out, say, "Excuse me," and exit quickly. Maintain hygiene in an elevator. Try not to belch, sneeze, cough, etc. when in an elevator. Try not to engage in a conversation while in an elevator. Do not be curious about others and stare at them. Read the scenario and do as directed. Read the scenario and do as directed. Let us summarize. Business etiquette is essential to build healthy professional relationships. Basic rules should be followed irrespective of your position. Courtesies should be followed at the door and elevator. Dressing and internet etiquette should be followed as per company policy. Cubicle etiquette and meeting etiquette determine your professionalism.
The basic guidelines of business etiquette addressed in this module will help you become a thorough professional that you aspire to be. All the best.